Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we should be live! Welcome, welcome.
Those claws don't scare me.
And Symbiote Spider-Man is not afraid of claws, apparently. Excellent, excellent. Glad to get this going. Was kind of afraid the game wanted to air out on me again. It's okay. Didn't want to load for a moment, but we are now up and running. Symbiote Spider-Man, live stream, open chat, questions answered.
Relax.
To life, the universe, and everything. Well, maybe not. Maybe just for the game. We can tone the scope down. Otherwise, we might be here forever. Alright, where did we leave off? Yes, I believe we're on Chapter 4. Yes, Chapter 4. Good, Lower East Side. What's my current quest? Find the factory in the Lower East Side. So let's go ahead and head there now. So just before getting this started, was able to publicize all 3 parts of the video on YouTube, so that's there now. Oh man, I wanted to get the whole thing up in one shot, one 6-hour video, but apparently YouTube didn't want to play nice. It's such a shame, because YouTube should allow up to 10-hour videos, I believe, is its limit. But for some reason, every time I told Twitch to upload it, it said it failed. So I cut it into 3 pieces, and that works, I suppose. So here we go. What you guys doing here? Is that car yours? Do you belong to this car?
Solid as a rock, and almost as smart.
Okay, I'm just going to point out that I'm not pushing anything right now. I clicked on the guy, and my pathfinding is wigging out right now. This is beautiful. Spider-Man has decided to do interpretive dance on the street. Do you need a backbeat, Spidey? Aww. Oh, you ruined my fun! Curse you! Aww. Oh well. I guess gives me incentive to actually go forward and be productive, right? You again! Come back here! Come back here! Why are you faster than me? Grr. Oh well. Progressing here. See if we can't find anything interesting. Just last night, before we called it quits, I got my wonderful leaping assault. Green Goblin in the city again. Absolutely happy about this move. Oh, it's so satisfying. Looking forward to punching a bunch of enemies, or kicking them in this case, in the teeth with that ability. But you got an exceptionally large head, don't you? Alright, so we're moving on to Sticky Strike as my primary ability. 108 damage as opposed to, what was the original? 98. Good. So all I have to do is slow some enemies to do even more damage. Shouldn't be too difficult.
Shut down the experiment.
I love just absolutely destroying groups of enemies with a single uppercut. Another Symbiote Spider-Man. It's alright. I think I'll pass on some of these individual small fries. What have we got here? Okay, so this is the factory where I need to go. Scattered them like dust in the wind. Beautiful. Oh, tombstone, eh? And it looks like I'm hanging around with Hulk. Hey, Hulk! Catch! Throw it at me! Awesome. Oh, geez, yeah. It shouldn't have been a PvP. It was mostly PvE. Haven't really tried PvP in this. I don't even know if they have any of that ready yet. Haven't looked. But yeah, the effects when you've got tons of people on the screen at once, you just really can't tell where anything is. It's some games I've noticed have an option where you can make it so that your personal spell effects are enhanced while others are muted a little bit. And I'm hoping that they add that option, because right now it makes it very hard to see what you're doing, and even worse with that many effects going off at once. Oh, the frame rate just tanks, absolutely tanks. It's crazy. Get some uppercuts going here. Well, you can see there that my basic punches are doing quite a bit more damage when I actually slow the enemy. So Sticky Strike doing exactly what it's intended to do. Oh yes, Guild Wars 2 did suffer from a bit of that, didn't it? I didn't have as much of a problem with Guild Wars 2, I think. Mainly because Guild Wars 2 does have tab targeting, though, so you could actually not pay attention to what you're hitting, I guess, and still hit it because you've got it on tab. But it's definitely something that game developers going forward, if you're going to have, you know, especially if you're talking about having a game in the MMO space, you really need to have that kind of ability ready. You know what, Hulk, you're not the only one that can do that. See? I can do that too. Sheesh. Showing off like you're big and angry and something. I don't know. Come on, Hulk. You and me. Against the world. We're both angry, ragey, and angsty. You because you're big and green, me because I'm tiny and black. And filled with alien symbiote rage. Oh, I can't go up there with thy swing. That's funny. I should be able to go back down, though, right? No? Okay. Can do it with the swing, just couldn't do it with the jump. Oh. Stop flying on your own, Spider-Man. Oh, yeah. Oh, what's over here? It says there's something here. Find useful evidence. Oh, shiny briefcase. Notable public figures who are on the Kingpin's payroll. Okay. Come on, Hulk, you can smash a tiny robot better than that. Nice. Is he he got stuck. Oh, brilliant. Brilliant. So today the game is going to go down for a couple hours. I think about 4 hours, they said, in order to deploy a patch. So it won't be going down. I've got about 3 hours before the patching process starts. So unfortunately they have not released patch notes. I have no idea what they'll actually be doing. Okay, Tombstone, let's weaken you a bit so that I can hit you harder with my punches. Let's hit you with some uppercuts. Okay, I think my best DPS ability is going to be my Sticky Strike as long as I can slow him. The uppercut does a decent amount of damage. Let's get out of there. Okay, let's do a little bit of range for now.
Maybe you could take Ben Grimm, but Hulk's strongest one there is!
Well, what have we here?
Okay, what did I pick up? I got a Tombstone medal that gives me a minus 19.8 dodge chance, but gives me plus 43 physical defense. Wow, that is not a Spider-Man medal, for sure. I want to dodge, so not going to do that. As far as a global cooldown when you use a skill, I think it really depends on the skill. Like, I can hit this, and then if I quickly use another ability, the moment the animation is done playing is pretty much when I can do something else. So there's really not a universal cooldown of sorts, quote-unquote cooldown. It's all about when the animation plays, finishes playing, and then you can just go right into the next ability. So that's pretty nice. They don't believe... It looks like this game doesn't believe in using cooldowns for the most part. The ultimate abilities, I'm pretty sure, have a cooldown. Just still haven't gotten to that yet. I'm afraid that it's still going to be half an hour. I'm hoping that that figure I heard was wrong. Just because half an hour just seems like way too long for an action game. I don't mind cooldowns. Like, you know, Diablo 3, it made sense for some skills. Like, you would have some skills that hit really hard, would have a slight cooldown. Other hit abilities wouldn't hit as hard, you could use very quickly. And I think that's a good way of balancing some of your stronger abilities with you know, quicker abilities, or making it so that movement abilities don't become so overpowered while you're moving and dancing around. So it looks like while I wasn't playing, I got some rested experience, but for some reason, apparently after the last closed beta event, the tooltip for the experience bar is missing. I used to be able to put my mouse down here and see how much experience I had rested. As you can see, I have the blue bar. The blue bar represents rested. The yellow is the current. And it used to be able to tell me how much I had. I just don't get that anymore, so that's a shame. Well, let's go ahead and move on. I found a purple mask. Oops. F1. There we go. Purple mask gives me 32 defense, so it's less defense, but I gain 3.8 critical chance. That's kind of nice. 95 health, plus 1 to sticky strike, plus 1 of web sling. That's pretty nice, actually. I'm going to lose about 8 defense, but I'll take the crit, I'll take the health, and the sticky strike ability, of course, the upgrade on that is quite nice. So we'll take that. You can hit me all you want with those energy beams. Really? Really? It tickles. Stop it. It tickles. You know? That's it! You're done, son. Alright, so what have we got? I think I should compare DPS here, so I know which one is stronger. So Sticky Strike, if it's slowed, is doing about 117. 234, and that's with an attack speed of 2.5, so we're looking at about, what, 585 damage a second? It's not bad. So if we look at the uppercut, it has a 1.4, so 585 compared to 596. So, Amazing Uppercut is technically more DPS. However, Amazing Uppercut has a limited amount of use. So in a boss fight, I'm going to get more sustained DPS with Sticky Strike, whereas in a quick group fight, I'm going to get more DPS out of Amazing Uppercut. So if I get a small group that's going to die pretty quickly, I'm just going to use the Uppercut. But if I have a long, drawn-out fight, I'm going to want to use the stickiness here and then just keep attacking, because I can... Basically, as you can see, it's not taxing on my spirit at all. I can just basically come over here and I can just keep attacking all day long. So for boss fights, this is going to be more productive, because then I don't have to wait for my spirit to come back. So here, I'm just going to go ahead and use a bit of that. What I'm going to do is get out of that. Use the uppercut to kill the small fry. And then... there we go, kill the drill bot. There we go. So that's pretty good. So we can make a distinction there on which combo is better to use when. Just because you tear up so much spirit by using this uppercut. What I definitely wouldn't do with floating, is that floating newspaper that I see? Oh, that is weird. It's on top. Okay. It just looks weird. Now, what I want them to do is add life bars over my enemies' heads that I could turn on and off in the options menu. You know what? You know what I really want is damage numbers. That is what I want. I want to be able to see that when I'm using an ability, what damage it does. I want that feedback. I was so happy that Diablo 3 did it. Path of Exile doesn't do it either yet, but they have talked about putting that in a patch, so hopefully they will. Oddly enough, an early beta version of Marvel Heroes had damage numbers. It was right here in options under gameplay. It was the only option here, actually. For a while, you couldn't even see any other options other than damage numbers, and now they've got all these. So I don't know why they took it out. That's really kind of weird. Yes, the ability to see crit numbers only is quite nice, yes. There are some games that let you customize that back and forth, you know, that you can see crit numbers only or see everything, or, you know, and those are definitely the good. You can never go wrong with giving your customer or the consumer options, you know. It's like with Diablo 3 and the whole debuffs thing. They don't want to have the debuffs cluttering up the UI, so they made it so you only see a certain number of buffs on your bar. Because they're like, well, they don't want it to go across the screen, blah blah blah. They wanted to make it look right. And I'm like, you know, that's all well and good. I understand you have an aesthetic thing you want to do with your game, but why wouldn't you make it an option if a player wants that? If a player doesn't care if it's ugly, it just gives them the information. Then you should have that option. You know, that player that wants that should have that option. You know, because then, and what you can do is turn it off by default. Give everybody that's not going to go looking for that kind of option. Oh, he went flying, didn't he? You know, make it so that they don't see it, but the people that want it can get it. You know, there's supposed to be a training room. You know, that's a good point. I never found the training room in this game. I should have looked for it. I believe it was right before Green Goblin's fight. And I didn't look for it. Crit numbers in the training room. They disabled the combat numbers in the open world as they bugged it so you see everyone's damage. Yeah, okay. It makes sense that they would disable it if there was a bug with it then. If you could see everybody's numbers, then yeah, that's going to be information overload. You won't see anything but a string of numbers then. Come on. I see this right there. I've got this debuff on me apparently, or maybe that was a buff. I don't even know. How do I know if that was a buff or a debuff? I want a debuff bar that shows me what all this stuff does. Look at this. Romeo? Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou Romeo? This is hilarious. A playhouse with a Romeo. Wow! Volio, Mercutio. Oh, you know, you gotta hand it to them. That's just awesome. They've even given each one of these NPCs names. That's brilliant. It's little Easter eggs like that. I just love finding them. Hey guys. One of these days, to the moon, Alice. To the moon.
You'll pay for this.
So I might have to look into seeing if I can find that training area, because I would like to see the numbers. Alright, no point in fighting these individual small fries. They're not really worth the experience I'm getting off of them. Comes a point where you kind of have to decide, you know, is it worth holding up your progress to fight every little thing you run across, or do you just wait? I'm trying to figure out what these glowing balls in the middle of the road and everything have been. I'm guessing those are glitched out powers, or maybe effects that aren't tied to things like they should be. It's kind of odd. Alright, looks like I've got a side dungeon over here. Oh, hello! Alright, let's go ahead and... Spidey Smash! Spider Smash! Sweet, and I hit level 15. Alright, powers. Next power is not until 16. Am I only going to get one power at 16? Yep, looks like it. In the meantime, I am thinking Sticky Strike. What benefit do I get here? It goes from 18.4 to 19.4, so that is still 1% increases. Maybe if I get that up to 20%, and then 19.4 to 20.3, it's still 1%.
Solid as a rock, and
You know what?
almost as smart.
Maybe I'll just go ahead and get that up by 2 points to help my survivability a bit. So the next level is from 20 to 21. It's less than a full percentage, though. It's about 0.8, I think. That's fine. I'll do that. Confirm. Oh, it's up to 21.1 because of the +1 on it. Very good. Holy crap, it's a 10-ton blue. It's a 10-ton blue. Oh my goodness. Well then, I think I might take a brief pause here because I might grab him into a chat here. Let's see. Can I see what level he is? I cannot. Hold on. Do I have him on my social? Where's my social pane? Missions roster. Character powers store. Missions roster options. Cool. Yeah, chat arrows right there. Oh, sweet. He's level 12. I'm a couple levels ahead of him. Alright. The stream is on a brief pause here for momentarily. Let me actually put up a quick scene there. And I will be right back with it.
Hey,
Hey!
what are the chances?
10 tons of blue. Welcome to the stream, by the way. This stream is live.
Awesome.
It's exactly what I was doing, just kind of randomly streaming, and then I run into a random Colossus kind of staring me in the face, and...
Well, I ran over and I was gonna like help you or whatever, and I was like, oh, maybe he's testing his defense because he's not doing anything. So I was like, I'll just sit here and wait and see what happens. And then I saw your name, and I'm like, holy crap.
Yeah, just kind of a little awkward there, just like, oh, wait a minute, somebody I know. Alright, let me go ahead and put the scene back on. There we go, that should do it. Excellent. So, yeah, I was actually looking at powers, because I leveled up, so I was just trying to decide on what I wanted to put in, and then I noticed I was getting attacked, and I'm like, oh, well, I'll just punch him in the face. And he went goodbye.
Awesome.
So, I am not too far here in this chapter. I don't know about you.
I just got here, so...
Alright, not too bad. I'm on the poison in the streets. If you're a little before that, maybe?
That's exactly the mission I have, actually.
Oh, well, excellent.
Yes.
And, let's see here. Social, can I just easily... Dink! Hey, look! It's a bunch of yellow suited guys that need to get punched into the stratosphere.
So... let's say this to begin with. Colossus, I think, is extremely overpowered.
Do you?
Yeah.
How's the second skin thing working out? Does that gain in power as you level, or is there a passive you have to upgrade it with?
I guess you can call it yeah, it's passive, I guess. It's osmium skin, and I think what it does, it just increases your actual like meter level. It doesn't actually make you tougher. It doesn't make you regenerate faster either. It's just you have a larger pool.
That's not too bad.
But yeah, this one attack that I just got does 497 to 734 damage.
Jeez.
And it's like a small cone out in front of me. So I can hit like 3 or 4 guys with it at once.
That's ridiculous.
Yes, it is. And I've actually, lost my damage buff aura that I'm probably going to get at my next level. I had it from an item, so I can actually push out more damage with it too.
That's crazy. Well, I can go back and sell some stuff here real quick, and then if you want, we can attempt to find... Next here, I need to meet Ben Urich in the Crosstown subway. Is that where you're at?
Yes.
Okay,
so, a couple things that I've been wanting to try and figure out is sometimes, like right now actually, I'm hitting, but it doesn't seem to damage them. Are you getting the same thing sometimes?
Where you're not...
There, right now. There, I hit like 3 times and only 2 of them hit.
Weird. I haven't really run into that yet. Of course, a lot of my abilities have conal attacks, so... Old
yeah,
warehouse?
I don't know if it's a Colossus issue. Oh, yeah. Check it out real quick. Have you had any issues with the body slider, either?
Not since release, but in the last beta event that we had, I've even got it on, it was one of my cable videos. I body slid out and then back in, and when I came back in... Whoa!
Oh, Jesus. These are kind of cool.
Spider Smash! See that jump? I love that jump. That is like the most awesome thing.
Tired for that.
The jump forward thing where you kick them from behind?
Like this.
Oh. I don't remember that move. What's that called?
You jump in the air and you land. It is Leaping Assault.
What level did you get that?
Let's see. Got that, looks like just recently, so it was level 14.
That's weird. Maybe I didn't get that high. Right before the launch. But, I think they did increase his damage, didn't they?
Spider-Man's damage, yes, did get increased. He is much better now. He has some more synergy abilities now, such as being able to do more damage to enemies that are slowed. As a matter of fact, I just not too long ago got to the point where my sticky strike is more viable than my normal basic attack, so I'm using that more often. And it does double damage when they're slowed.
Yeah. That's cool. I'm saving my Spider-Man for when Snook and Archer can get on.
Excellent.
Well, I had an issue with the body slider earlier, which is why I was asking. I actually went back to town, but then I couldn't return. I had to use a waypoint, and I had to run back to where I was, so...
Really? Hold on.
Yep.
I'll go back.
But I'm gonna head back now. Hopefully it'll work.
Yeah, I haven't had a problem with that yet.
Have you had sound issues either?
Oh, tons. Absolute tons. I just put up 3 videos, like a 3-section cut from last night's live stream. Sound issues like crazy. Like the sound would cut out. It would take a while for the sound to actually come back up again. I was tempted to just restart the game. I never did to see if it would fix it. But yeah, tonight so far nothing. But usually I notice it happened after changing zones or changing chapters or something. It was pretty bad. Let's go over to the crafter, I think.
A couple of these haven't even been patented yet.
Nothing here that I think I want to keep.
What a coinky dinky! I was this close to buying this place once.
So one thing I didn't realize is that when you unlock another hero, you get like a separate stash for them, which is really nice.
I think you still have to buy those stashes.
I can use them right now.
Right, but you and I have ultimate packs.
Oh, you're saying other people have to actually buy the stash itself?
Yes, I believe they do. If I remember correctly, in the last closed beta, each one of them had like a cost, but it wasn't a lot. Like the general stash, if I scroll down here, it's about 550 G, so it looks like that price went up a little bit. I think a character stash is about half of that, because you can only put in that slot what is bound to that character. And the reason why we got them is because of the Ultimate Pack, and we got all the costumes. There was no way we'd be able to hold all those costumes in just one general stash. So what they decided to do is, for all the Ultimate Pack owners, they just gave us all the slots, or all the stash slots for each of the heroes.
Interesting.
Rather nice of them, I might add. I'm glad that they decided to do that. I wish they would add some kind of sort button to inventory, so I could just sort all this. But oh well.
Yeah, I agree.
Sitting on a ton of these med kits. I think I'll go ahead and sell off some of them.
Yeah, I've got like 50.
Okay. So, are you still in the Avengers Tower?
Yeah, and I think I'm going to have to reset my game because my sound's not coming through my headset.
Ah.
Just one of those pesky things. I was actually playing just through my regular speakers.
Alright. So in the meantime, let me see, I got a question. Is the item attributes system similar to the D3 prefix-suffix system? Pretty much. For example here, quick strike web shooters of web slinging assault. It's the quick strike part is more than likely the prefix that gives me the 6% attack speed, and of course of web slinging assault is I'm getting +2 to web slinging assault. Of course there are other things on here like amazing uppercut and spider sense, but those are like the primary attribute items here. Now if you're wondering about these attributes here, as far as durability, strength, fighting speed, energy, and all that, I don't believe items enhance those, but I do remember there being a way to add plus durability, plus strength, or something like that to costumes through the crafting system, but that was before the crafting system got overhauled a little bit. So I don't know if you will be able to upgrade these primary abilities outside of leveling. I have to see what people think about that, because a lot of people like being able to put attribute points where they are, but where they want them. But it really makes more sense in this because, you know, all the superheroes have their own preset bonuses, you know, durability, strength, and all that. I think it makes more sense to have a structured, given power set because of that. Otherwise, you know, if I were to make, you know, a Spider-Man as strong as Hulk, it just wouldn't make sense. Now, if you leave, I don't know if your body slide will let you slide back.
Oh god, I already left.
Yeah, I noticed that.
You can go back though, and I can teleport to you. So.
True enough. True enough.
Yeah, it was weird actually. I had to exit the game earlier, and I think I was a couple of waypoints ahead of where it actually spawned me in when I came back.
Hmm.
I wonder if they're working on those issues before the actual release for everyone, but...
Well, there is a patch planned for today. It will be coming out in about 2 or 3 hours, I think. It looks like it's going to be about 2 hours from now.
Yeah.
And no patch notes that I've seen yet. So, let's see here.
Alright, it's from another invite.
Real quick.
So, here's something crazy. I found a bodysuit that gives me battle aura at rank 7.
Wow. That's quite a few ranks.
Yes. I want to see actually how much damage increase it does. Alright, it should give us... What? That seems terrible. An extra 13 damage?
Let me take a look here. I don't know, because unfortunately, and this is something that does annoy me, is that there's no buff bar.
Yeah.
Bite your head off.
So I have no idea what kind of benefit I'm getting from your aura right now.
Well, my power is literally telling me that at rank 7, we should both be getting an extra 13 damage, but that seems terrible. I mean, to have 7 ranks in something and only get 13 damage points out of it?
Yeah, but that's not too bad though, because my current epic web shooters give me plus 11 damage, so you're giving me more than double my current damage. It's hard to say because, you know, when I played Deadpool, his mutant regeneration ability wasn't even getting 1 hit point a second per level. Basically, as I was putting points into it, it wasn't increasing. So maybe some of the skills still need to be a little bit balanced or need some rebalancing.
Well, I think you and I were talking in our multiplayer mayhem video about how some of the powers seem like they make a significant difference when you put points into them, but some other powers just seem like it doesn't do like nearly anything at all.
Right, yes, I have been noticing that. Like, some skills have a relatively even curve. Like, for example, my Spider Sense gives me 1% dodge every point I put into it, and it hasn't changed. It's constantly 1%. Well, it's going down a little bit. It's starting to go down. So later levels it won't be as important, but for almost 10 ranks now, it's been 1% or higher. So it's been worth putting points into. But then there's other powers that hardly make a dent when you put a point into them. So yeah, it's like some skills you're rewarded for putting in points early. Other skills you're rewarded for putting points into deep. It almost feels like they really do want you to put a whole bunch of points into different powers to try them out. Like, you're not really going to be penalized for having a bunch of different powers.
Yeah, I'm using quite a few bosses.
I've got more powers than I have really slots for, honestly. I'm really not using a lot of powers at this point. Like some powers like my web shield, I don't really care for the web shield. It doesn't absorb full damage, which is understandable. That was a bit overpowered. But it's hard to really work using the web shield into any kind of combat situation because it takes a moment for it to come up.
Yeah.
That's a personal preference, though. I mean, it would be kind of useful in a group. Oh, looks like we may have lost connection. Yep. Looks like 10 lost connection there.
Wow.
You alright there? You lost connection, sir.
Got booted out.
Yeah, you got dropped out of Skype as well. I think your connection.
Yeah.
I think your connection went south for a moment there.
Yeah, we had a huge storm roll through earlier today. I actually had to like shut down our call queues at work and had to have people move to like the center of our building and stuff. So
Wow.
yeah, we might be having some power or connection issues somewhere along the line. I haven't lost power yet, though. That's good.
Good.
Throw me an invite. I can teleport to you.
Mad Prophet Gamer says, "Welcome back."
Thank you. Thank you.
All right.
By the way, Snook would love this Colossus character.
Oh yeah.
Because it's bright orange. For some reason, he loves Traffic Cone Orange.
Traffic Cone Orange. Awesome.
Did you go down here? Oh, no, you're over there.
Yeah, I'm just by where our waypoint is. So, does that teleport happen pretty much instantaneously? I haven't tried it yet.
It actually, you remember how the body sliders used to work and open up that portal?
Yeah.
So when you invite me to the party, it gives me the option to open up one of those to you. So I just hit yes, the portal opens, I click on it, and then it does the loading screen, and I'm here.
Huh. That's pretty cool.
Yep. I've never actually tried the actual teleport.
Oh, the right-click teleport thing?
Yeah. Yep.
Interesting.
I'm kind of wondering though if that's not like they've got to have some rules around that. Like if you're in trouble and you've got like someone back at the Avengers Tower, like can you just right-click and teleport out of there?
I don't know. Like, hold on. Let's do this. You stay here real quick. I'll go to Avengers Tower. See, these are the hard-hitting questions that we answer in this stream. Booyah! Go out, tell your friends, tell them to come into the stream. They need to see this. It's an epic stream. We do things right here. We're like Mythbusters for video games. Booyah!
Oh God, who's Adam?
I don't know. I've got a beard. I don't have the epic stash though.
I'm in the same boat actually.
Okay, if I right-click teleport. Wow, I just went from Avengers Tower and I'm pretty much loading on you. So
okay. Just be careful. I don't want to have like a phasing issue. Oh Jesus.
Here, try this. I'll go back to Avengers Tower.
Okay.
And then see if you can't right-click and teleport to Avengers Tower from where you are. I'll let you know when I load. Because then you could get out of trouble by just right-clicking and teleporting to someone. Now, I
tell you what. Let me go into combat too.
All right, sounds good.
That way, to see if there's some sort of block that when you're in combat you can't do it.
Okay, I am currently in the tower. I'm loaded. I'm live.
All right.
Now, I can understand that, you know, you and I, obviously being more hardcore gamers as far as action RPGs go, we could understand there should be rules in place. At the same time, this game feels like it's a bit more casual-minded, so I don't know if they're going to put those kind of blocks in place. So we'll have to see.
Yeah. And actually, I was in battle, and I'm on top of you. So yeah, apparently you can just get out of a bad situation.
So if you have one person back at the fight, you could just teleport back on that person.
So what we're saying is we need to make a alternate free account and just have them sit in the Avenger Tower, so we can always teleport out if we need to.
Maybe. I don't know. The death thing is pretty liberal too. I mean, you can sit there and you go back to a waypoint, and you go back to where you were. It's like there's no death penalty or anything like that. So, because that being considered, I don't really think it's going to be a major issue. I just really wish I knew what happens when I glow orange. I really don't know what that means.
What is it? You should have a skill that gives you some sort of a buff.
Yeah, I've got a skill that basically gives me
It's when you dodge.
attack
you
speed
get, like,
when I
damage.
dodge. Yeah.
Yep, that's it. That's what happens. That's just like, remember when we were playing and I was Miss Marvel and I was like, oh, my character's huge for all, like a few seconds?
Yeah.
That's what it is. That's just your animation for your buff.
I've had different animations though for I think different buffs. It's just I really hope that they'll add a buff bar. I think that's what it's coming down to. Is I really want them to add a buff bar of some sort.
Oh, I'm lagging again, really bad.
What the heck is this? The heck are you?
That's a Moloid crawler.
Crawler, yeah. Okay. Galvino the Brute? I don't know who this guy is. But I think he needs a punching in the face. What do you say?
Do you see someone here? What?
Yeah, there were two guys there. I just uppercutted them.
What? I didn't even see him.
Yeah. Well, I'm getting messages from some guy, so... Or not, you know, like, in-game character. Galvino the Brute or whatever. I don't know who he is. I don't know who he is, but I think he needs uppercutting.
Oh, I can see the messages from him, but yes.
Jeez, I just one-shot that guy. He landed from the stratosphere. Hey, Ben. What's up? Ooh, what is this?
Is that a retcon?
I think it's a retcon. I can't... Wow, why won't it let me mouse over it?
It won't? Let me.
Alright.
Any other orders I should follow?
Alright, so now we have to exit the subway. And of course, for anyone that's just joining us, welcome to the stream. The chat is open, the chat is watched. Feel free to ask questions. Hard-hitting questions. Although I won't answer questions about foreign policy. Or something. I don't know. I'm drawing the line somewhere, okay? There's got to be a line. There's an invisible wall here.
Yes, there is.
That's awkward.
Does that mean you can crawl up it? Oh god.
Whoa!
What's over there?
There's nothing here. But I can look inside this building, oddly enough. Oh, by the way, I found this cave in chapter 2 or whatever.
Was it full of aliens?
No, well, it had some of the bugs, but here's the thing. There was a hidden chest in the cave over some water that you had no way of getting across unless you could fly.
What?
Yeah, there was a hidden chest that you had to be able to fly to get to it.
Well, that kind of sucks.
Yeah, it was kind of odd, but it threw me for a loop. I was like, wow, I found this awesome chest. What would have happened if I wasn't a character that could fly?
Did it actually give you anything good?
It was just a standard chest, one of the gold chests.
Oh.
Oh.
Ooh. You haven't done Bullseye since they removed him from the Kingpin fight, did you?
I haven't done him at all. This is the furthest. This right here is the furthest I've ever gotten. I am in totally new territory here. Corruption and
That
blue.
Hulk in like 5 seconds is gonna realize that he's gotta walk around. There you go, buddy. There you go. I only know because it confused me like a few days ago when we were playing before launch.
Yeah, sometimes when the walls disappear, you kind of don't realize that there's a wall there. It's kind of awkward.
So,
oh, sweet, we're on the rooftops. Can I? Let me. Come on, swing. Come on, walk off. Oh, come on.
Just so you know, Bullseye was like one-shotting me because I did him with Spider-Man before too. I'm kind of curious to see how Colossus will hold up against him.
And somebody's in trouble.
Oh god.
Oh, it says take cover on you. Okay. Hey, Bullseye, what's up? Apparently Hulk got auto-partied with this.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh god.
cover. Okay, it didn't one-shot me, but it definitely hurt.
They must have reduced the damage then. Because before, it wasn't even his targeting thing that one-shotted you, it was his, like, basic attack.
Weird. Actually, I'm not even sure if I got hit by it, because it was the daggers that hurt me a little bit, not whatever else ability, I don't think.
Yeah, something we're doing is interrupting him. I think it might be my stun or
Hulk is down.
knockback. Alright.
Oh dear.
Oh gosh, I'm about to go down actually.
I'm using my potions here. Or med kits, whatever they're called in this game.
Potions.
Jeez, this guy hurts. I am definitely having to
Yeah.
spam potions.
It's bullseye.
Bullseye! Well, at least the boss
But,
fights make me use the health kits. Nothing else has been doing it.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, you just... Really? Stop getting... Oh, dear.
I think I just saved you with the stun.
Maybe.